right, good morning, 8th graders. It is actually Saturday as I make this video, but I wanted to have you work on a couple things with regards to finishing up and practicing and solidifying your knowledge on our systems of equations unit. The first item, I actually linked this to your weekly agenda last week. I'm linking it again this week, and I want this to be in your notebook. Now, if you already printed it, you can glue it in. Otherwise, I want you to copy it in to your notebook. And if that means that you pause me and you just copy stuff down, that's perfect. You don't get the opportunity to pause your teacher very often. Go ahead. The purpose of these notes right here, and that is just a photocopy out of my notebook, is hints and keys for when you're given a system of equations, what method do you use to solve it? Where do you start? So, in these first two examples, we have y isolated. In here, we have both y's isolated. They're already in slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. And you have many examples in your notebook, I hope, that follow that. But this puts it all on one page. If you already have one variable isolated, you can substitute. Okay. Now, the other two methods that we looked at, elimination by addition and elimination by subtraction. Okay, so when we have additive inverses, use elimination by addition. When you have exactly matching terms and you could easily turn them into additive inverses, use subtraction method. Okay, I really want this in your notebook because it can help you, especially on a test or something, when you're like, I know there's a better way to do this, but I can't remember. Okay, just a good reference point. Now, the printable version is on your weekly agenda right here. It says hints for systems of equations methods. It's right there. Okay, or you can pause this video and copy it down. That might be faster for a lot of you because you can do it right now. Okay, so I'm going to count to 5 on each of these, kind of moving it up. Just feel free to pause at any point and you'll have images of the whole thing. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is just provide you with 2 more examples to help as you do a review today. So in this first example, we see that we have x already isolated. That tells me that I can use substitution method. I know that the value of x is 3y plus 15, so I can put that into the other equation, solve for y, and then come back and solve for x in a little bit. So I'm going to rewrite this with the substitution. 2 times, instead of x, I'm writing its value. 2y plus 15 minus 5y equals 26. And you can see that this value is what went in there. That's what got substituted. Okay. Then we use distributive property to make sure that we've multiplied every term inside the parentheses by 2. So I have 6y plus 30 minus 5y equals 26. Now, my next step that I like to do most is to combine like terms. So here I have 6y and negative 5y. 6 yo-yos minus 5 yo-yos. All I have left is a yo-yo. So y plus 30 equals 26. Oh, that's a very simple equation. I know what the value of y is just by looking at this, but let's prove ourselves right. Inverse operation is negative 30. Y equals negative 4. Now I take this value of y and substitute it in up here to find the value of x. X equals 3 times negative 4, because we know the value of y, plus 15. X equals negative 12 plus 15. X equals, well, a negative 12, a positive 15, give me 3. Now, I need to write my answer as an ordered pair. Remember, an ordered pair asks for your answer with parentheses. Okay, if it just asks for the numbers, then only put in the numbers, but that's rare. And I know we've had it happen on homework. If it asks for coordinate pair, ordered pair, solution to the system of equations, it's going to be in this ordered pair format with parentheses. Okay, so hopefully that helps. Now the next problem I want to do might have been a challenge. I think this is a review. But I want to read a story, write a system of equations, and then solve it. Yesterday, a movie theater, you guys know I miss the movies, sold 279 bags of popcorn. A large bag of popcorn costs $4. I want to go to this movie theater. A small bag costs $1. In all, the movie theater made $567 from popcorn sales. $567. Write and solve a system of equations to find out how many bags of each size of popcorn were sold. Okay, so we have large. So L is going to be, and I'm going to use a capital L just because it's easier in math, is going to be number of large bags of popcorn. Please be writing this down. S is going to be the number of small bags of popcorn. And we know that large plus small was $279. I'm sorry, 279 bags. Okay. Now, the large bags cost $4. The small bags cost $1. So if I sold $4 for every large bag and $1 for every small bag, now we all know that that one is not necessary, but I'm going to put it in for now. The total amount of money was $567. Okay. So when I look at the system of equations, I see I have L, 4L, S, and S, because one S is just S, 279 and 567. Now, I don't need to change a thing on this top one. I don't need to change a thing on this bottom one. unless I want to solve by elimination. In order to solve by elimination, I'm going to want to convert one of them so that I have a additive inverse here, S and S. So what I'm going to do is take this top one and turn it into its opposite. Now, the reason I chose the top one is the numbers are all tiny, and I'm going to end up with less negative numbers. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite this down here for clarity. It's the only reason I'm rewriting it. L plus S, 279, 4L plus S, 567. Now, I would tell you, if it helps with clarity and understanding your notes, you should rewrite it as well. This top one, I'm going to multiply by -1. Okay, and remember that turns everything in it to its opposite value. The opposite of L, -L. The opposite of S, -S. And the opposite of 279, -279. This bottom one, I'm going to leave alone. Don't do anything to it. 4L plus S equals 567. Okay, so you can see all I did was convert one of the equations. This is technically called the subtraction method of elimination. I just converted it to its opposite. I made it negatives, or opposites to be more accurate. Okay, -L and 4L, that's 3L. These cancel each other out, equals, well, what's -279 and 567? Well, I know there's more positives than negatives, so I'm just going to find out how many more. I could get out a calculator. I shouldn't. My brain needs the exercise. Okay. And if you're not sure, double check with a calculator. But please be working out your brain sometimes. Now, I still need to get L isolated. So I'm going to divide by 3. And the value of L is, again, giving my brain a quick workout, now notice I choose to do these probably 5th grade math problems because it keeps my skills up. I don't want you overly reliant on calculators. L equals 96. Awesome. Now I can substitute and find out what S equals. So if L equals 96, plus the small bags of popcorn is going to tell us how many small there are. Let's remove 96 from the total by using inverse operations. Okay, so according to this problem, 183 small bags, 96 large bags is what was sold at the movie theater. Now, just in case you want to look at it again, This is on page 217 of your textbook, and it is number 7. So you're welcome to look at that as well, okay, and really study how that got done. I'm hoping these couple hints help you. Now I want you to go ahead and do your review homework. Make sure that you take your time. You are submitting your work paper with this homework, so make sure that you do a quality job. Proud of you. I'll see you later.